Hey YouTube, welcome back to Slice of Knife. My name's Alex, and today we're going to show you a knife. It's not a new knife, new to me. I've never touched it before. I'm going to unbox it right here on the channel. There was a short, if you watch that, that shows what this knife's going to be, and the great mystery is Hogue. It's a Hogue knife. It is the Deka in Magnacut steel. So let's open this baby up. For that, we'll use the Civivi Yonder. Huge fan, huge fan. I've had this for a while now. Giant fan of this knife. Cuts like butter. Let's go. So, got this here. What do we have in this here? So, oh, very nice. So we've got the Hogue packaging. Again, I don't own any Hogue knives. This is my first one. So, you got your little warranty and stuff in there. You got a little box, a little bag. Let's leave this here. Let's do this. So, a little Civivi-ish with their little bag. So let's take a look here. Got this. Ooh, I like that blue. That is a nice blue. All right, and you got your standard bag. 50% nylon, 50% polyester. Made in Mexico. Wish it was the USA, but the knife is made in the USA, so that's good. All right, so inaugural flip came out real nice. It's got a good length. Very lightweight. This thing's extremely lightweight. I don't actually, this is like a first impressions. I don't actually have the stats in front of me. I want to say it's under 2 ounces though. I do know, definitely a little stiff. Not quite a drop shot. Might have to adjust the pivot screw on it a little bit. But it's a little stiff. So the reason I picked this up was Freedom Knife Shop. Came back online several weeks ago, and they're having a sale. Hogue Dekas were one of the things they're having a sale on. I've always had my eye on a Hogue Deka, well, for a while anyways, and I do like the way it feels. It's supposed to kind of be that bug out, that Hogue's version of the bug out, and I can see why. I mean, I've handled a few bug outs. Don't own a bug out. I've handled a few bug outs. They're nice and they're light. This thing is extremely light. I will say that. This thing might be the lightest knife I have, and it's not the smallest knife I have, so that's interesting. It will shut, so just a little bit of a thing, it kind of goes in there. And again, it may just need to work in. It's new. The scales, I think these are, I don't even know if these are G10. They might just be their FRN scales. They're all right. They're definitely light. They're pretty strong. It's got a nice pocket clip. Definitely very deep carry. I mean, we're talking maybe, here, let's get the light over there. We're talking, you might see a millimeter, 2 millimeters of the blue on that. But, it's a clip point blade. I like that. I mean, it definitely feels strong. I like that. I like the jimping on the spine. It's pretty thin. Definitely a pretty thin knife, thinner than I was expecting. But it is lightweight. Blade came centered. Very nice, very nice. A centered blade. You always like to have that. So let's see. Reversible deep carry pocket clip. Thumb stud. It's a little sharp feeling, honestly. I wouldn't call it bad. I mean, it catches the grip nicely for sure, but it's almost a little sharp. But not bad. Overall, I mean, I love the color blue. It's got your barrel spacers in the back for your back spacing. I believe it's a 3¼ inch blade with a clip point. So 3¼ inch clip point in Magnacut steel, first Magnacut. So big for me. Definitely, here we can actually show that. Probably, there you go. Little Magnacut there. Elschwitz. Anyways, I mean, it's already kind of loosening up as I use it. So first couple drops were rough. See, you could see the spring. It's got the liner in there. So, I mean, again, this isn't really a full review. As a first impression of this knife, I like the way that I like the way it feels. Right in the hand, feels nice. It's got a nice action to it. you know, again, it's a little stiff, but I mean, you saw I opened it fresh out of the box. Let's get a size comparison. So we have your Hogue. Let's compare it to, I had the Yonder. I don't have any other knives sitting over here. Oh boy, a knife guy without knives. Well, I don't have any other knives, but so you look at this, you get that lined up. It's about a full inch longer than the Civivi Yonder. So you got your Civivi Yonder, and I mean this thing is like, I mean, drop shut like butter since I've been using it. I mean this. I'll tell you what. I mean, it's the 18C steel, um, which is good steel. I mean, it's no Magnacut. It's good steel, but like the workmanship of this knife, the way that they designed it, and the way that Civivi built it, it works really well. But this is not a Civivi review. However, I do like the Yonder. I do a review on the Yonder. It's a great knife. I've been carrying it around for, I don't know, 2 weeks now. I mean, I've used it a fair amount, actually. I mean, you can kind of see it sort of beat up. But anyways, very nice knife. Definitely check out a video for that one. Maybe I'll even link it. Although I don't know if I released it yet. I may have recorded it and not released it. It might be scheduled for this week or next week. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so back to this Hogue. So I've been interested in Hogues. I've been looking at a few different knives. I've been looking at, your Para 3s. I've been looking at your bug outs, in the Hogue. And I did find some Para 3 factory seconds on eBay for actually slightly cheaper than I got this. So the Black Friday, knocked the camera. So the Black Friday deal that I got from Freedom Knife Works, I believe this thing, once I put it in the cart and paid for the whole thing, I want to say it was like $108 with tax, maybe. That was the total. That's a very good knife. That's a very good price for 3¼ inches of Magnacut steel. That is a really good price. So definitely, definitely a good way. If you're looking to get into Magnacut for not breaking the bank, this is definitely a way to do it. Again, this is my first Magnacut, so we'll see. It feels sharp right out of the box. I don't actually have a thing here to cut. No pieces of paper or anything. Granted, it's out of the box, so I mean, it's going to be good. I guess I could do a little shave. Yeah, that's the hair ripped right off. So we're good on that. It's definitely sharp right out of the box. No question about it. No question about it. First impressions are very nice. Just a very good, solid knife. It looks. I love the blue. The blue is a very nice blue. I like how it kind of sets off that blade. I like the stonewash finish on the blade. Very nice too. I like stonewash. It just kind of satin's just a little too clean, and then it gets marred. And I like to use my knives, as I've said before on this channel. I run a hobby chicken farm, so I have to do things from time to time with knives. Got to cut bales of hay open. You got to cut feed bags open. Just various things, cordages, tying up stuff. Just there's so many things that you do when you're doing that. So I use my knives a fair amount. So I wanted to try Magnacut. It should retain its edge a little longer. Granted, my Civivi's been good for the 2 weeks I've had it. It's only 2 weeks, but it's gotten a fair amount of use, and for 2 weeks, it's held its edge. Now, this I like the. So let's get a feel here. Let's look at this. So it's got that choil right here. You got a nice jimping set. I mean, again, I have a pretty small hand, and this fits in my hand, all the way across there, peeking out of the back. So like I can get a full finger. I'm sure people with larger hands, maybe you're doing a 3½. But for me, I can do the full grip plus the jimp for very good, precision cuts. Looks like it'll be, pretty good, pretty useful, pretty solid. I don't see that being an issue. I wonder if I can even, if you really needed to go precise. Let's see. Yeah, actually, it's got like a nice, kind of just the way the shape is of the blade and kind of where that thumb stud sits, it actually allows me to be pretty nice there, pretty precision. Not that I ever have to do that many cuts like that, but there are people that do, so I figured I'd kind of talk about it. In any case, first impressions of this, super lightweight. I mean, larger blade, smaller blade, definitely noticeably lighter than the Yonder. I mean, these are micarta scales, but like it's lighter. So we'll do a full review on this Hogue at another time. But first impressions are, it's pretty cool, feels good to hand. The action is definitely picking up as I've used it. Again, I might tweak that pivot screw just a smidge, just a touch. But yeah, I don't even know if it needs that. I mean, no blade play whatsoever, very strong. I will say you can definitely feel the flex in the scales. I could see why you might want to go with like some titanium scales on this, or other, maybe even some aluminums or something like that. Feeling the flex in the scales, I don't know, but again, I think these are FRN scales. I'll have to look at my order. I can't remember exactly, but they're not my favorite. They look good. I like the way they look, and I like the way they feel in the hand. They have a good grip. I actually like this, the milling that they did on there, and that texture gives it a nice feel. So it stays strong in the hand. And the clip, I will say this too. Actually, the clip is nice. Clip is good in the hand. So we'll use this thing for, I don't know, a month or so, and then maybe we'll come back at it. Come back with kind of a full review. How do we do with it? Maybe we'll even do a few tasks that we'll see. The axis lock, or crossbar lock, is definitely snappy, strong, good. I like that. Can I reverse it? Oh yeah. So nice reverse flicks. It's again, it's nice. It's a premium knife. I can definitely tell you that. I mean, at 108, you're calling high budget, really, but for Magnacut steel, I mean, that's a great price. A good solid knife. So, at this point, when this releases, we're probably going to be talking about the holidays. I mean, if it's still on sale at the Freedom Knife Shop, I would absolutely recommend it if you're looking for kind of a less expensive entry to get into Magnacut steel. Anyways, thanks for joining me. If you like what you saw or heard, hit the like and hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. I always like seeing that. This is a new channel, but I look to grow it. I want to connect with people. I plan on doing some shots and some things like not just at this table. I plan on doing them, out in the farm. You can see the chickens. That'll all be on here. So hopefully I'll see you soon. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time.